Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be reviewing Task Force Z. Death was just the beginning. This is the first of a 12-issue maxi series brought to us by DC Comics. Here we have the story is by Matthew Rosenberg with art by Eddy Barrows, Eber Ferreira on inks, Adriano Lucas on colors, Rob Lay on art. We have many variant covers. So if this isn't a book you've heard of, here's a quick synopsis. In life, they've terrorized the people of Gotham. Now they're Gotham's last hope. Task Force X saw villains working their way to freedom. Task Force Z will see dead villains working for a new chance at life. On A-Day, the attack on Arkham Asylum left hundreds of Gotham's most cunning and deranged criminals dead. Now a mysterious benefactor has activated the government's task force clause to bring them back as the ultimate army of the night. To lead this team of undead, only one person who knows exactly what it feels like to be brutally murdered and be brought back to life can handle this. Enter the Red Hood. But when Jason Todd unravels the mystery surrounding Task Force Z's creation, will he destroy it or embrace it? Let's go back to the cover so we can see who is in Task Force Z. So we have Bane, we have Man-Bat, we have the Arkham Knight, we have Sundowner, we have Mr. Bloom. We hadn't seen Mr. Bloom since New 52 days of Snyder and Capullo, and obviously the Red Hood. So all these villains have been now brought back to life. Really cool, really interesting concept. I think because this is a maxi series, the story is a little bit more slowly paced. We have a big introduction of the team, what they're doing. I do love that they're pulling in from like all kinds of villains. We see here Quilt Man. I thought this might be Polka Dot Man, but it's Quilt Man. But he has powers similar to what you've seen Polka Dot Man have in the Suicide Squad movie. I really like the work that Barrows and Ferreira do on art, with both the very traditional house style, but also the colors just giving it that extra like something to really push it to the next level. I really like the design of Quilt Man here. So this book was very entertaining. I think, like I mentioned, the story was a little bit more slowly paced than I usually like, but it's because we had to kind of get caught up on a lot of things that were happening. So I understand when the first issue has like to build out the world, introduce the characters, and this does it in a very good way. Except for the pacing, for me that was kind of like where the book felt a little clunky, but I really like the premise. I love the characters that they picked, and the art. I'm really enjoying it. I mean, you can see here Bane having to stop Man-Bat from killing Quilt Man, and as I say those things, it sounds like a crazy sentence. I am definitely very interested in how they're bringing back these villains, because as much as it's cool to see them, they talk about something called the Lazarus Resin, which we know the Lazarus Pits. They bring people back to life. So I'm very interested into this agency, what their end goal is, and how they could be playing Jason. Obviously, we know Jason's very distrusting and cautious, and I think he's the perfect character to run a team like this, but also somebody that would really be wary of trusting anyone. Let me show a few more pages here. Here we see the introduction to the Arkham Knight. Now, the Arkham Knight does feel more zombie-like than the others. Like there's a little bit more feral aggression. But I love this shot of them in the truck. Now, I don't think we've been introduced to Sundowner here on the first issue. Here, let's jump to the last panel I'll show. And yeah, I don't think Sundowner's around yet. I'm not familiar with that character. I do know all the other ones. Bane died in the Tom King run. Mr. Bloom, I believe, died in the New 52. Arkham Knight, believe that during Tomasi's run on Detective Comics, and Man Bat, I believe, recently passed after the Man Bat miniseries, and then the crossover with the Suicide Squad. I believe that's when it happened. So I'm pretty current on all the other characters other than Sundowner. So I'm looking forward to the introduction of that character. So yeah, I think this will be a better read for me once it's all out. But there's so many cool variants for this that I'm gonna be picking it up monthly. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you read this comic. Let me know if you read other stuff. We also did a review for DC versus Vampires, which I also really enjoyed. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. And yeah, check out our Patreon. We have a link in the description. But other than that, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.